Hello everybody, my name is James, hope you're doing well and welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about some big news that has emerged following some key meetings taking place this week. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more Formula 1 content. Also make sure to follow me on Instagram and X at James's Pit Lane. I'll leave links in the description, but let's jump straight into the video. Now, over the winter, one of the big talking points has been the power unit compression ratio, basically the 16:1 compression ratio limit laid down in the technical regulations is based on checks being done at ambient temperatures. However, it's been widely reported that Mercedes, and to a lesser extent Red Bull, have found a way to run at a higher limit when engines are running hot, and according to the race, one high-level source reckoned the theoretical gains, if exploited to the maximum, could be worth up to 10 kilowatts, which is the equivalent of 13 horsepower. Now, this has led to a lot of debate, and there's also been talk about whether a potential protest could go ahead at the first race of the 2026 season in Melbourne. However, Mercedes team boss Toto Wolff has said that the Mercedes power unit is fine, with him saying, as quoted by the race, when asked about the risk of a protest, the power unit is legal, the power unit corresponds to how regulations are written, and the power unit corresponds to how the checks are being done. The power unit corresponds to how these things are measured in any other vehicle, and everything else, the chances of a protest, I can't judge upon. That's how we see the world today, and that's what the FIA said, that's what the president of the FIA said, and he knows a bit about that. In that respect, let's wait and see, but we feel robust. Now, as I said, there's been a lot of debate about this compression ratio. I mean, rivals Ferrari, Audi, Honda, they've written a joint letter to the FIA wanting to know what's going on with the compression ratio and testing procedures. And while the race revealed earlier this week that two key meetings were set to go ahead this week, basically the race said the race can reveal that separate gatherings are to take place on 2 days, where it's hoped that progress can be made in resolving the differences of opinion that exist between teams. On Monday, the FIA will hold its second meeting with technical experts to try to agree on a framework for future testing of compression ratios when engines are running hot. Then on Thursday, there is the next scheduled meeting of F1's Power Unit Advisory Committee, PUAC, where the controversy is set to be raised with a view to deciding on potential next steps. And well, now today on Friday, there has been some big updates that have been reported. Basically, a report from Italy said the FIA is set to switch the compression ratio checks from cold to hot, starting in Australia, after a clarification request from Ferrari, Audi and Honda. The rule change won't need unanimity. A qualified majority, FIA plus F1, plus 4 out of 5 engine makers is enough, making Red Bull's stance decisive. Ferrari PU boss expects the issue to be resolved before the season starts. And another report in Italy said PUAC talks produce a set of proposals now being reviewed by the FIA to address ongoing scrutiny over Mercedes power unit and suspected compression ratio gains. The FIA is pushing cooperation to avoid protests and is considering rule control changes, including a partial hot verification. Red Bull Powertrains has reportedly moved from neutral to backing Audi, Honda and Ferrari. Now, as I said, it was reported that Red Bull, to a lesser extent, had worked on designs that complied with the 16:1 limit when engines are measured at ambient temperatures but exceed it when they're hot. And Planet F1 say that German publication Automotor und Sport has suggested that Red Bull also discovered the trick but has yet to build a reliable solution to exploit it. So yeah, it's very interesting that Red Bull are now allegedly backing Ferrari, Audi and Honda, and this is huge news in my opinion if all this is the case. I mean, when you look at the Barcelona shakedown, the Mercedes engine looks to be in a very good place, and Mercedes itself as a team look to be in a really strong place and look to be the favourites for 2026 at the moment. But yeah, in my opinion, if these rule changes do come into play, it could potentially change everything for 2026. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. But that's going to be the video from me today. Thank you ever so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more videos, and until the next one, take care. Bye.